This is just a quick video going over the asynchronous work for either Monday, September 14th or Tuesday, September 15th. If you look in week 2's folder, there's 4 links that are going to be useful for you to be completing your first modular notes. The first is this PDF, which has the 6 to 7 pages associated with Module 1, and if you have a textbook, use this, but if not, you'll be getting your textbook soon. The second link on that folder is Note-Taking 101, which gives you an overview of how you should be taking notes based on the 3 things that I'm giving you for each section. So I'll go over that in a second. There's a couple different formats that I'm going to ask you to maybe think about. You want to make sure, though, that your notes are handwritten. They're complete, they have concision and detail, and you write questions for class when you come into class. I've given you 3 different structures to maybe think about when it comes to notes. This link has other ones, but I think that these are the 3 best that I've used in the past. The first is Cornell method, which is really simple. You're just going to be sort of doing bullet points with questions and really specific facts. They're simple, they're organized, and they're structured. So that's one really good way to write out your notes. The second, this is the outline method. The second is the Cornell method, which is where you have a subdivider within your page. You might have a small column on the left with questions and keywords, and then you sort of abbreviate the outline method with the main points. And then the third method is the boxing method, where you can use a box where you might say box number 2, environment, and then you write all the information you need to know about the environment in that box. And again, there's different visuals for how this should look in this link here. So for your first module, you're going to be learning about environmental science. There's 2 key concepts I want you to be able to maybe explain or think about when you come into class after you've read it. There's some key vocabulary that you might not need to define, but you should understand and be able to use within your vocabulary. And then there's a series of questions that I'm going to be asking you to complete based on this module. I believe we have 5 different questions. Now these notes should be handwritten, they should be concise, you should not be writing a lot. You will be able to use these notes on quizzes, not unit tests, but on quizzes you will be able to use these notes. Now, the last thing you're going to be doing, and I sent an email out quickly, is you're going to then watch a video and a lesson that I created to help you, and you might not be able to use Safari for this, but you're going to be checking your work with a resource that I created on EdPuzzle. And it's a 7-minute video where you get to hear my voice even more. And I've interspaced some questions throughout this that you need to complete to show me A, that you understand the module, and B, it gives me a good idea of where people might be tripped up with different content. This is our first time doing it, so it's going to be a little bit slower and a little bit rougher and a little bit more angsty than other modules we do in the future. So I'm just looking for your best shot. You should definitely email me if you're having difficulties understanding the text, you're not sure the detail and level of specificity with your notes, or EdPuzzle is not working. Thank you and have a great day.